Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I hope you are well. If you like the video, please subscribe and stay tuned for new videos. Theresa Caputo. I thought I was going to have an empty nest in 2025. Theresa Caputo's quarantine is going differently than expected, but she couldn't be happier. The Long Island medium, 53, thought that 2025 would mean having the house to herself. But she is currently living with her two children, Larry, 27, Victoria, 26, Victoria's fiancé Michael Mastrandria, and all of their pets. I started thinking about my parents, like what it was like for my mom to have an empty nest, to have a full empty nest. Because here I was just thinking I'm going to have an empty nest. She recently told Page 6. Now this pandemic has filled my nest with not only my kids, but dogs. As for her children, Victoria and Mastrandria were supposed to get married last month. They actually were supposed to get married on September 12th, Caputo said. She didn't want to wait a full year, so they're getting married in May of 2021. And she said, I want to get married. So if things still don't lift by then, she goes, I don't care. She goes, Mom, I want to have a baby. Victoria was really very good about it, she continued. She was like, you know what, Mom? It's a date. We'll reschedule another date. So they were okay with it. A little frustrated, but she handled it. I was so proud of her for that. She struggled with the pandemic, but she was very open about on social media with things like that where she was. And it wasn't even so much about the wedding. It was I think just everything and the way that she handled it. I'm so incredibly proud of her that she handled everything with such dignity and grace, and was still able to help people get through their own anxieties, or whatever it was that they were going through. Caputo is currently filming for another season of the TLC hit. It is expected to air later this year. Theresa Caputo grieved her divorce while writing her new book. 2 years after her finalizing her divorce, Theresa Caputo admits she still grieves the end of her 28-year marriage. The Long Island medium star told Page 6 in a recent interview that although Spirit pushed her to write her new book, Good Morning, over 2 years ago, she wasn't ready to work on it because of the pain of her divorce. I think the hardest part was realizing that I was still grieving and mourning my divorce, Caputo said. My marriage with Larry. I think that was one of the hardest chapters to write about because it's still hard, even today. She added, people don't get married thinking, oh, you know what? I'm going to get divorced in 25 years. Long Island medium Theresa Caputo raises spirits in Orlando this week. Theresa Caputo, the Long Island medium, is coming to Orlando to give Central Florida fans the chance to experience her talents up close. The Lifetime Network Raising Spirit star and best-selling author will, theoretically, give attendees a chance to communicate with loved ones who have passed on. There will be a full-stage video setup to make attendees feel like they're in the center of the action. Caputo has been a practicing medium for over 20 years and now tours the country.